Hey you all, sorry if my camera's off. Today is a serious video and I want to ask a question. When I was a boy growing up, and when I was a young teen, I moved around a lot but was in the same town. And I want to know, do yous know anyone at all who went missing with their car? If you do, and one of these cars I say matches the person's car, please comment below and I'll tell you the location and go to the state police with the information. I do not know if these cars belong to missing people, but one thing I do know, these locations are more than one, and there are way too many cars to be there. My vision is not good like it used to be. Before, I could ride vehicles like four-wheelers, mini bikes, and stuff like that. I do not trust myself now. But this coming spring, I'm going to make a goal and go back to them areas and get the numbers of those license plates and go to DMV with them to make sure they ain't missing people. Do you know anyone from the East Greenbush area who have went missing with Mercury Cougar or a AMC station wagon, Eagle, a Saab wagon, a Chevy Monza, Chevy Impala, or Ford Maverick, Chevy Nova, over 20 different Falcons, Land Rover, Cadillacs, pickups, Ford, an upside down Volkswagen Beetle laying on its roof, dark blue. The Mercury Cougar was an XR7 with a sunroof on it. The one car is a white 90s sedan. Don't know what kind, but can tell it's from the 90s. White, all the glass is smashed, mirrors are smashed, no headlights, taillights. Interiors, it was an automatic. Or anyone knows of anyone who went disappearing with any vans? There's a couple of vans back there, a couple of SUVs. Comment below and I'll let you know if the vehicle is the same. Also, a Mustang is at a different location. Well, it's left to the Mustang because it ain't in the best of shape. It don't look like. Ford Pinto. Chevy Cheyenne. Dodge old 80s pickups. Plymouth pickup. An old Cutlass. And too many more to list. Put it this way, these cars are so many, it filled my camera chip when I was a kid. That's how many cars there are in all the locations spread apart. It's around the East Greenbush area in Ventura County in the woods. In different locations, but a few locations have too many cars for one family to own sitting in the woods. And I seen them. I just want to make sure as a good citizen that it's just someone with an over car collection. Nothing to worry about. But to be safe, I wanted to put this out there just in case anyone's missing someone out there in that area because I know East Greenbush is not the best town. There's a lot of issues in that town. And some of the town is corrupt itself. But if you know anyone missing with those cars, comment below and I will tell you the location of it exactly. And you need to go to the state police. Do not go to the town. Go to the state. And there are other vehicles too. There's SUVs, vans, trucks, cars. Some cars I don't even know because they're bumper to bumper, door to door. That's how close they are in the woods. There's even a car with suicide doors. There's convertibles, but I want to say the convertible's been back there a little while because the roof is completely demolished. There is, I'm trying to think of them all so you can know. Fairmonts, Falcons, Nova. What else is back there? Plymouth. But the Cougar XR7, that had aluminum rims. That had a 3.8 V6 supercharged engine under the hood. And that was right next to the Eagle wagon. They were nose to nose. So I don't know if they knew each other who was there and someone parked there and something happened to him. But they were together. The Eagle station wagon, meaning the AMC station wagon, was right next to the Mercury Cougar. Nose to nose. Thought that was a little bit odd how they were parked. But they have plates on them, yes. And I want you all to think very hard if you know anyone from anywhere back from the 30s all the way up to today, because there are cars back there from the 30s all the way up to early 2000 cars that are sitting back in these areas. And something's going on in this town. These cars shouldn't be dumped all over different spots in the woods in this town. Something's going on why so many cars are being dumped in these woods. And it's not right. Either they're stolen, or people are missing, or it's a tow company dumping these cars here. All three are wrong. I'd rather be people just hoarding cars. That's what I hope it is. Just someone who loves automobiles that owns them all and has them registered and stuff, and that's why there are plates on them. But comment below, please, if you know anyone. There's also snowmobiles, quads, tractors, campers, boats. There's so many different locations. There are over 6 different locations I know of that has cars. And it's out of control how many. And it's wrong. In my opinion, there are too many cars there. And there's things that go on in East Greenbush that ain't good. East Greenbush is not a town I recommend you all move into. Now, if you live in East Greenbush and you don't know about what goes on, good to you. Good luck to you that you're living there and not having issues. But eventually you'll run across the same problems that goes on in that town. I moved out, and some of my friends that lived there went to them town meetings trying to fight to make that town better, and it wasn't working like they told me at all. That town has issues that need to be addressed. Can the town become better? Yes.
Email, Reddit.
But please, if you know anyone missing with those cars, comment below. Mustangs even. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. Land Rovers, Volkswagen Beetles, Mercury Cougar, Chevy Impalas, tons of Impalas. There's even an Impala that's what's left to the Impala. And there's also a Mustang that's like melted. I don't actually know why it'd be melted, but it's like melted unless if it crashed. There's 2-door Novas, 4-door Novas, Novas from the 80s, Novas all the way back from the 60s. There's Mustangs from the 70s, 80s, 90s, 60s. There's way too many cars. There are cars all the way back from the 30s and all the way up. There's even 2000 cars, like I said. The Land Rovers from the 2000s. They have a couple sedans that are from the 2000s that are back there. And it's just bizarre for cars to be abandoned in the woods, especially in East Greenbush, when right over the Hudson River, you got the scrapyard right there. If you own a car that don't run anymore, usually you bring it to the junkyard and not dump it in the woods. But I'm hoping it's nothing fishy going on with these cars, because I'm looking into it this spring, and I'm going to be giving the plate numbers to DMV this spring when I go back there. These cars still sit back there. The last time I have seen them personally is 2013. That's the last time I've been back there to all them locations, and those cars were still there. Don't know what they are today, but we'll be going back soon to check. And Stay awesome, everybody out there, and stay safe. And check out my YouTube page. And don't forget to subscribe. I also do songwriting. I also do many other things. But I also want to make the world a better place. And finding out why these cars are in that town that I grew up in is one spot into fixing the problems in this world. And that town, I wish I could fix all the problems that is in that town. I'd still be living there today if it wasn't no problems in that town, but I moved out of that town because of the issues in that town. See you all soon.